Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as I have a conversation with the KO. In fact, as I look into his soul, the world around you darkens, and once again you feel an insistent tug for your attention, the pull centering around Takeo's soul. We were talking about how he sees himself, specifically how he sees Eothas, and the need that the gods be worried about the mortals' perspective on them. And he was drawing a very not subtle parallel between his own position in his society and the position of Eothas in the world. So let's see what Takeo has to say over here.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Undra props her chin on her fist and studies Takeo with a sigh. I'm just having a vision here, but she's there. That's interesting. What if I had talked to him outside? Because we could... That's interesting.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you?
Huh. I imagine here what she's saying is that he fears that by representing Ondra as a sculpture, he'll compromise his own self. And I didn't quite get that.
Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
She pulls away with a wet slapping sound. You receive the mental impression of a wink. The world reasserts itself all around you. Takeo wears an uncertain smile, tipping his head inquisitively. Can I ask you some questions?
You have questions? Ekera, I have answers.
Okay, well, let's be off. Interesting. We can go up. Huh. It's not the first time that Ondra shows up.
What can I do? Absolutely.
To say hi. Yeah, break that. Break that.
Your orders?
Break that again. It's good enough. Oh, you keep the shot? Nice. Bring you guys over here. I don't know if that thing blows up.
Yeah.
Or hurts us, anyway.
See that, Ishi?
She does so much damage.
Glad to.
It's incredible. Okay, so we have two staircases. We're still in the lighthouse. Are we at the bottom level of the lighthouse? Yes, we are. That's also a thing over here, but it's not. It's an Adra pillar. Okay. Let's go upstairs. And we're still in a Songo, I believe. Even though we treated Eothas and asked him, that's what happened to the Songo and all that. We sort of asked him as if we weren't on a Songo. And we get the lonely cat, Corlagon. Hello, isn't you a cutie one? Plus 5 damage on area of effect attacks. And do more damage on your party. Healing potions and abilities are more effective. That's sort of interesting. It's not amazing, but it's sort of interesting. Is that the tether? The tether? Tether? Tether. Is tether the word? I think so. I don't think so. That might be just the light beam. I wasn't expecting there to be a light beam, because obviously this is a lighthouse made of Adra, which is all sorts of funny and interesting. But yeah, Eothas is connected to this. Off they go. Maya?
The snakes are fooling themselves if they think this is over.
Well, you're fooling yourself if you think you're just gonna kill them for no reason. Especially because they, as far as I can tell, they were here.
You were gabbing with my god again, weren't you?
They were here to defend themselves, sort of. Basically. Jody.
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that, the crew starts to ask questions.
I have known priests to go mad from too much incense, but speaking with a god has not left such a deep scar in you.
Takeo cranes his neck to scrutinize you.
If you got something to tell us...
Elthas, you can finish your sentences. I'm not a big fan of people who don't finish their sentences, even if I myself am well known to not finish my sentences. Well, I cut myself off, that's a different thing. Elthas is heading to a place called Maegren's Teeth. Didn't it say Ashen something or other? Ash of something? I don't... It's strange feeling part of my soul in the body of a god. More than ever, I'm determined to find Elthas. Yeah, I'm just gonna share. Yeah, he's heading to Maegren's Teeth.
The jawline of the Northeastern Sea. Treacherous waters.
I'm ready to chase Gone if you are.
Yeah, I'm doing fine, though, really. Shodi looks unconvinced.
Alright then, let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like do I have any indication that my character's not doing fine? I also am not sure what he gave me back. That would show up over here in abilities. The wall. Combat focus. They have so many abilities. I think they would show up down there. Records. Reputations. There's no negative ones so far, I think. And these are my dispositions. Shady. Not very shady. Huh. Okay. Well. Let's see. So we're in a Songo for sure. Let's look over here and see if we have anything here. Maegren's Teeth. That's in a Songo. Is it in a Songo? No, it's not. And over here, look for Elafa in a Songo. A Dawnstar we met seemed to think Elafa had settled in a Songo with her son. Huh. Did I not explore things properly? There's a staircase up. Did I miss it? I might have. Kaz.
I remember this little soldier. Glad to see you made it, friend.
It's a dog. Maya kneels down to scratch a dog's ears. Ishiza hops closer and cocks his head. I'm gonna beckon the dog to come with me. Yeah. He takes a few tentative steps forward and sniffs your hand. He lowers his head under your fingers and looks up at you expectantly, and I'm gonna scratch behind his ear. He closes his eye and raises his head, helping you find just the right spot. After several seconds of this, he stands and shakes himself off, ready to follow. I have known dogs that are... Cats, they do seem like they always try to help you find the right spot. But I've known dogs that they're a little bit too pushy for it to seem like they're controlling your hand in any way. It seems more like they're just trying for you to scratch them harder. I've known a couple of dogs that are like that. Other dogs that seem to be just, you know, look sort of, yeah, over there, that's where it is. But yeah, I don't know. The dog that I deal with the most is one of those pushy dogs. He just leans on you. He's just sort of like, yeah, there you go. I'm leaning on you right now. I'm enjoying this. And if you're scratching his ear, he just sort of leans on your head as well. I'm Muru. I talked to you before. I'm just sort of
Do you need something?
Cleaning
If
up
not-
job. Yeah, it's the guy that is writing things down. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. It might be elsewhere in the island, though. I would expect not, but maybe it is elsewhere in the island that we need to go to. So this is the dining hall. We have the kitchen. And yes, we have a few places to go that we've been to already, mind you. Except for that dog place. I hadn't been to there. That was my fault. That doesn't lead anywhere. I mean, it does. It leads elsewhere to another area. I don't remember. I should have seen them before. Also, did I ever break that? I don't think I did. Let's look around a little bit just to make sure. I don't want to leave any stone unturned if I can help it. Yeah, that leads upstairs, which would be fine, but the storage it is, because this is the kitchen, right? No, there's the cannon rampart. Oh, I might have missed that. I don't remember going in there. Specifically here. Although I also don't remember being in the storage. It's been a while. Uh-huh. I hadn't been here.
Now, where did I put my flint?
Flint and Steel Artillery's Manual. It's a quest item. When taking aim, the artillerist must account for both the distance of the target and the velocity of the wind. Oh.
Steel.
Where'd you put your flint and steel? What the heck are you talking about? The cannons?
Interesting.
I think it's talking about blowing this whole place up. Not really sure what for, but I'm gonna oblige him. Gunpowder, bronze oa. That's money. 8 coppers each. And there's something over there. The debris is charred and blackened with spent gunpowder. Can we do anything with flint and steel, though? Because I think that is an item. And we have a fine arquebus. And yeah, we have been over there. Okay. So this looks like
I'm listening. Let's
something
go.
promising.
I'm here.
I don't need flint and steel. I just now remembered. Let's do it like this. Boy. Oh, crap. Okay. Nobody died. There's something else? There's not really. The debris is charred and blackened with spent gunpowder. Huh, I don't know what Takeo was talking about. But we also didn't find anybody. But then again, we found a quest item, and I believe that is for the cannon upstairs, because we didn't do anything with the cannon. I came here, I degreased it, or actually greased it. It's interesting. So maybe I didn't go in there. Because I also don't remember.
Scale-bellied coward! I knew they'd run!
That's Zohira.
Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
She looks up at the lighthouse, giddy with relief. Given all that's happened here, you sound extremely confident.
The lighthouse shines again. We survived. It's proof that our people can conquer anything. That our works can survive even here.
She finally turns to you with a broad, triumphant smile.
The Hanzanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
She eyes the dawn stars and the craterous footprint. Yeah, she doesn't like Elthas. Where can I find the Azanui?
She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nakataka. Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians.
Yeah, the Brass Citadel, that's on the southeast of on the lower right corner of the map of Nakataka. Actually, I'm headed to Magrin's Teeth.
Looking for a real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies?
She laughs, a brittle edge creeping back into her mouth.
The only thing I know about the place is it's supposedly made of fire. And no one's ever come back from it.
Yeah, I think is that what was his name? I don't remember his name. The Magrin priest that we had in the first game. He talked about where the priests of Magrin were taught and all that. And I suppose that's where it is. She swallows, Zohira does, fear making hollows of her eyes.
But anything can be overcome. Clear skies.
Bye. So, find who you were looking for, Edér? Asks the farmer. Edér doesn't say anything, though. That's Bjorn.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Yeah, actually, my friend is looking for someone who we were told might live around here.
A short lady, about my age. Came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see. Freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you. Face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
The young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. Is there someone else we might ask?
I don't think you'll have much luck around here. I know all my neighbors.
We're in the right place. You must know her. She has a son about your age.
You gotta be her son. Got her
Edér-
nose and her freckles.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes some sense.
You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
Edér, why'd you do that? He's not gonna tell us where his mother is if you talk about how you had sex with her. That's not okay, come on. We're going to find her, take my advice. You see someone like me, you tell them whatever they want to know. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I can't, let's pretend that Edér didn't say anything. Yeah, you're protecting her, we understand. Should be dismissal, that's the best way to... Dismissive, I should say. That's the best way to convince people to do exactly the opposite of what you're trying to... sort of saying out here. That's fine, don't tell us.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Relax. Edér's a good man. He likes animals.
Lions, bats, and Orlans, to name a few.
Bjorn nods without a hint of humor or personality. That's weird. That's not the first time the game points that out. Wait a minute. I'm trying to... okay, so the first thing that comes to mind here is if the game is trying to hint at something about Edér being his father. Which would be, you know, not surprising. Even though it hasn't been hinted at, so that's why I'm wondering if that is the case. But I think what is going on over here is that he was a Hollowborn. Which would make sense, because he was definitely born... We don't often see very young characters, and there's historical reason for that in this game. But he might have been born as a Hollowborn, and then what I did, and what Penumbra actually did, actually Selanumbra, the same character, anyway, what I did when I brought this character on, actually was it Selanumbra, was it the first character? I think it was Selanumbra, I don't remember which character I imported when I started this game, but what I did both times was to spread the souls that were trapped at the end of the first game into all the Hollowborns, and so he would be alive. And this is an easy character where you could design this quest without him being alive, because you just find her, so he's just sort of a halfway point. So it would make sense for that to be a hint towards that.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get a lava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
Lava is his mother? Lava, actually pronounced like that. I think he pronounced it on purpose.
He was lost to us during the Purges, which was how we came to flee here.
Yeah, so the Purges, it explains over there, that's when everybody basically killed, well, a lot of people actually, more specifically the followers of Magran and Barath, killed Eothasians. Then, of course, Edér, Eothasians, and all that. It might not be Edér who her father is. And I think he said something, who his father is, I mean. And I think he said something about she having another lover or being married or something like that. I'm not sure.
So, you met him?
Bjorn nods slowly.
Well, that's great. You had a dad.
A moment passes with Edér staring at Bjorn with a strange undulating grimace drawn back across his face. He clears his throat.
Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys.
There's a trace of a smile that seems to come with the last word. Edér appears confused. Now, you see this? Yeah, there's a lot of people that are with Aethys now, and these are Eothasians for sure. But also, it must be that, because it would be the first time where people. It sounds like it sort of sounds like Aethys is his god, and oh no, she went to heaven, because that's how, you know, is all that what I was talking about before about commonplace and whatnot. And now she's with hell. No, that's not what happens. There's no heaven. There's the in-between, and there's the wheel. And Aethys is the god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. She would be with Barath if she were in the in-between. For Aethys to steal the souls from Barath, though, actually, that would be an interesting thing. In the War of the Gods here. Huh. Meaning what exactly? She's a church. Also, church is a name. Do we see that in this game? Do we see the word church? Huh. Church is specific to Christianism. You can't use it for other things that are not Christian. You need to use other words. Common word would be temple. She's a temple. So, yeah, this is just, that's just wrong. Although that you see that very often, it's just people don't realize because they're just so, because they leave, you know, people are born and raised in the places they're raised, so yeah. But I don't think I've seen that in this game. But it doesn't matter, anyway. Maybe you hadn't heard, but Eothas is in a giant Adra statue walking around along the seafloor. I'm gonna go with that, because I'm pretty sure that's what he means, and also... yeah.
Yes, he walks among us once again, enlisting faithful soldiers. I do believe she is with him. She passed the Veil a few years ago. A flu.
Okay, so yeah, she's in heaven and whatnot. Okay, whatever. That's just that. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think that this dialogue fits the rest of the lore. Basically, I think this breaks lore, because she wouldn't be without us. But specifically, you might. I mean, you can sort of understand that it wouldn't break lore if you just say, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about." So, which is a thing that you can say about any dialogue with any character in any game that breaks lore. You just, he doesn't know what he's talking about. What is he saying? That the war in Fallout was caused by something specific? Or, well, actually, I don't, I'm just speaking off the cuff here. But is he talking about something that contradicts what we learned before in the previous games? He doesn't know what he's talking about. Easy excuse. But in this case, actually, it wouldn't make sense, because he's young. His mother died a few years ago. She would already... I mean, she wouldn't necessarily have been reborn already, but she definitely wouldn't be without us. Definitely not. I suppose there is a reason why he... There's an excuse for him. I suppose that's fine. Edér's jaw slackens. Basically, she died. The flu.
It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
The boy's hinted smile brightens, his eyes far away. Edér's face has gone... And by the way, that is the... What he just said is the possibility that he would be justified in thinking that. Edér's face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes a short step towards Bjorn. Bjorn, who takes two backwards. That's actually a very good point. My initial response would be to just, you know, hey, you're grieving right now, dude. Just yeah, this denial, right? The first step of grief, I think, or the first stage of grief. I don't know that very well. But he might have a point, actually. How can he say it so coldly? Let's go with that.
Nothing cold about it. It's fevered is what it is.
I wonder what he means by that. Edér stares the boy down and then turns away with a grunt and a not worth it gesture.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
He points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Eothas receive his warmth and light. And
bear in mind that they are both Eothasians, so they sort of speaking the same language over here. What do you mean march with Eothas, though? No, I get... you seem confident the gods is causing a lot of destruction. Yeah, let's go with that.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction.
You need to break the broken foundations. It seems to me that it broke a little bit more than foundations, but that's just, you know, that's just fallacious argument because it fits anything. You can justify any violence whatsoever by just saying that sentence if this were to be a valid argument, which is not.
I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
That's another fallacy. It's called ad verecundium, I believe. Or actually, it's the appeal to strength. Maybe there's a bunch of fallacies mixed up in that.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys.
At this, Edér looks up at Bjorn.
What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Who? First off, what do you mean by march with Aethys?
Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Oh, I know a lot of Dead Deer Woodens who will be relieved to hear that.
Huh. Dear Woodens here being the ones that opposed his, we shouldn't have opposed his first coming. The Dear Woodens were the ones that he meant to rally us under his banner, and there would be relief. He's being sarcastic, obviously. Deerwood acted hastily. He agrees with that. If I would say this, he agrees with that, although I'm not sure that is what he's saying. We were victims of a quarrel of gods.
And seeing what we've seen, it's hard to believe they got our best interests at heart.
I can definitely agree with you.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy, nothing more.
What do you mean, nothing more? That's like the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do about anything in situations, is being like that.
Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again.
I wonder if it would fit to have an option here. Oh, I can send you his way if you want to. Actually, because I definitely could, because I can carry souls with me. But yeah, of course that would be me threatening him. So who are the partisans of the lighted path?
We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighting the way through a black abyss.
The words fall from his mouth bulky and awkward, as though someone else had stuffed them there.
And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it.
Is he not
but
bade?
Everyone's open to their own interpretations.
Is it not bade him? That does sound like bade him, rather than bad. Huh, but, I mean, I'm not a native speaker. I'm sure that the voice actor is.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the god's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Has this Bosch shown proof of his visions?
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask. What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
Who does Aethys intend to battle?
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet.
I think we know.
But to the faithful, shouldn't matter.
How will you join Aethys when he marches beneath the sea?
There'll be a great journey, but we're prepared. Gadarian Bosch knows the way.
Why did you lie to us about knowing Elafa? Or Elava, actually.
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
It's so funny. They will ridicule us and test our faith. So, keep a closed mind. Literally close. And those with open mind, he's talking about himself about open mind, which is the opposite of faith, because you need doubt to have an open mind. So, and faith is the lack of doubt. It's knowing. I think the word itself, I don't actually know the original word. In Portuguese, it is fé. It's just fé. It's F-E, but if you read it fé, because it has a little wiggle. It means certainty. It means not doubting anything, or you have faith in something, you have certainty, you don't doubt it. That's what it means, and that's the original meaning of the word. Of course, the way we use it, and especially the way it's used in a setting, it can change for sure. I'm pretty sure here, it's not that. So it doesn't make. It's not a wrong thing that he's saying this thing. Here, faith means belief, which is a more common and colloquial meaning to the word, but it's not the original meaning of the word. But here he's just saying literally his belief in Neothas. Edér, did you get what you needed here? Edér takes a deep breath. He looks around and then at Bjorn. He nods, tight-lipped.
We can go.
Yeah, we'll be going.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bjorn.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Neketaka. I am soon to go there myself, in fact.
Look at him using the word temple.
There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans.
I remember her.
No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years.
Edér spits.
You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.
Farewell. And look at that, we can't talk to Edér about that. That did, however, conclude that mission that we just had. And now we need to go back to Neketaka. We also need to end the episode because we're out of time. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.